Hey guys, so today I thought I would give you guys an informal tour of my dorm room. So this is kind of what it looks like. This is the tatami floor. You can't wear shoes on it, so you have to take your slippers off here. And then I have my futon on the floor, which is surprisingly extremely uncomfortable. Or comfortable, not uncomfortable. Whoa! Ah. And then I have a couple posters up on the wall here. This is a Takarazuka poster for an upcoming performance. And then on the other side here, I have my desk with my computer and work stuff. Here's my sleeping cat. And on this side, I have an extensive amount of anime posters. Haha. And then behind the shogi doors here, which is where I usually record, I usually sit right here. Ooh, hi. And this is where I also keep my extensive, probably unhealthy amount of gachapon. So these are all the little danglies that you get out of the coin machines. And I love them all. And then up here I keep my collection of manga and some other little things. I've got some amigurumi, some knit toys, and some regular toys. And it's absolutely gorgeous out today, so I've got the windows open. It's like probably 70 degrees, I'd say, out. Beautiful. Right, that dorm is another one of the Kansai Gaide dorms. There's a bunch of international students over there. It's connected to this dorm by a bridge that's never unlocked. And then on this side is the other desk. So on here I just kind of keep my knitting supplies, more stuffed animals, me and my mom, if it'll zoom. Yep, me and my mom when she was here, and all my knitting. More gachapon. And yeah, and then here's the view on this side. Oh, I cannot tell you guys how gorgeous it is outside today. It hasn't been like this since last year. But yeah, that's my, oh wait. Magnetic sushi on the window. Yay! And so that's where I live. Okay, so I thought that maybe I could also show you the dorm. So I gotta put my slippers on because Okasa will yell at me if I don't wear them. We have little coffee beans on them. Alright, let's go out my room. These are all the female dormers. It's me. So and there's the computer lab. So this is the rooftop where we can keep our stuff. We want it to dry. Honestly, I haven't been up here since last year. It's been so gross out. Yep. Haha. Unlocked. So if we want to not use the dryers, which are really the best things in the world, we have outside racks. So I'm on the roof of my building right now. It has the best view. So out there is the park. I just love this town. And so this is the view from where my side of the room is, my dorm is. So that's the building I was showing you guys. It's so nice out today. So that's the outdoor view. Let's go check inside. I'm sorry for the noise. Amanda. I'm videotaping. Say hi.
Hello.
It's for my knitting podcast. Cool, right?
Cool.
Whoop. All right. It's all my stuff. Yay, kitchen and Amanda.
And me.
And you.
Alone in this big kitchen.
Yay.
That's awesome.
It's so big.
It's so big.
We have rice cookers. Yay. Whew. What you making over there, Amanda?
Eggplants.
Ooh, yum. Amanda cooks the best stuff. She's awesome, aren't you?
That's not so true.
Yes, it is. Oh man, I wish Sydney was here, but she's at school.
Hmm?
I said I wish Sydney was here, but she's at school right now. The bum. Right, to the rest of the dorm. Bye, Amanda.
Bye.
I'll creep on you later.
See you later.
Ha ha ha. Washing room. Very exciting. And this is where all the vending machines are. They're awesome. My favorite things are this. Oh, this entire machine is empty right now, that's why it's going red. And Orangina. So those are my two favorite things in these particular ones. And this is the lounge. We hang out in here a lot. Oh, it's unlocked. Haha, it is. It's so beautiful out. Alright. And then this is the dorm's backyard. Thought we had a tanuki out here. Oh, there he is. Let's go say hi to the tanuki. Hi, tanuki. So he's basically like a raccoon, and most houses here have them, and they usually just are there to protect the house. And he's really cute. So that's my dorm. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hi everyone, and welcome. My name's Sophia. You can find me on both Ravelry and Instagram as Ichigo Knitter. So I'm back. Okay, seriously guys, things are crazy here. A lot of unexpected things have occurred, and I just took 2 midterms. Yeah, oops. I'm pretty sure this semester is a lot more time consuming and crazy than last semester ever was. I'm not sure why, honestly. It doesn't really make sense, but you know, whatever. Go with the flow. I just made this cup of coffee and it's kind of hot. So, if you notice, I have the windows wide and open. It is about 70 degrees today. Gorgeous. Ugh, it was just the most beautiful ride to and from school today. Just, oh, so gorgeous. And the weather's claiming that there's like a 100% chance of rain this afternoon, but I don't see it. Now that I've said that, it's gonna rain. Notice anything different? Possibly chopped off most of my hair. Story time. So if you guys have watched before, you know that I had hair about down to here. And about a week ago, I believe, I woke up one day and I was like, you know, this hair is driving me crazy. It takes like 10 minutes to blow dry. It's a mess to tame at all. And I just wasn't happy with it. And, you know, I asked a friend about a hairdresser that she knows, and she was like, oh yeah, it's about, you know, $5,000 in for a haircut, which is approximately $50 US. And I was like, whew, no. So I was sitting in my minorities class, and I was looking at my hair, and I'm pretty sure my professor probably thinks I'm crazy now, because I was literally sitting there with my hair like this, like pretending to cut it, like trying to figure out where would be the best spot to cut it. And so after class, I came directly home, went into this drawer right here, grabbed a pair of scissors, and cut my hair off. Mulan style. It was thrilling. I still kind of can't believe that I cut my own hair. I have never, ever, ever cut my own hair before. I've always been way too terrified. But I haven't had a haircut since last June, and I couldn't take it anymore, and I didn't want to pay money, so I chopped it off myself. And actually, I'm really happy with the results. I've never been really happy with how my hair has come out when it's been cut short. But I think for some reason the madness of it all this time has really pleased me. And, you know, it wasn't this even when I first chopped it. My friend Amanda from France had to even off the edges because this side was a bit longer than this side. That's what happens when you use scissors, but that's what friends are for. So, yeah, I'm so happy. This is such a relief. It's so much later. It's so much quicker to manage. My mornings are like that now. It's a great relief, and I'm really happy with it. And I'm sure my parents are happy with it too, because they're always trying to get me to cut my hair. All right, Mom and Dad. Still a bit hot. So, what have I been doing during all of this insanity between chopping my hair off and taking exams? Well, for any of you that have been watching for a while now, you might remember that last semester I went to see a Takarazuka performance. And for those who don't know, Takarazuka is a very famous, unique Japan-only performance. What it is an all-female performance troupe where the females play both the male and the female roles. Now what makes this unique is that in order to become a Takarazuka member, you must audition for and be accepted to the Takarazuka High School. And at this high school, you are trained from beginning of your school career to the end of it on performance. And when you first enter the school, a decision is made on whether you will be a male performer or a female performer. And the decision is made usually based on height and vocal range, because the male performers have to sing at a much lower pitch than the women. And once you are chosen in a gender role, that is the role you will always play throughout your career in Takarazuka. So if you are chosen to play as a male actor, you will always be a male actor while in Takarazuka. And they're very, very serious, and it has a very serious following. And Takarazuka is really, it's an incredible and super unique experience. And I think it's amazing how from the stage, you know, they're all women, but during the performance you forget that. It's so easy. These people have trained so professionally. It is so easy to lose yourself in the story and forget that those are all women up there. The male actors are extremely believable. So last semester I saw a performance, I believe it was titled Under the Midnight Sun, and it was a historical performance about the fall of the King of Sweden. It was incredible. Mind you, historically speaking, I'm pretty sure the King of Sweden was not completely encrusted in bedazzled robes, but I like to believe that Takarazuka, you know, is accurate. Rhinestones and all. And this was through my pop culture class that I was taking. The professor, he teaches 4 classes at Kansai Gaidai. He teaches popular culture, gender, onato toko, which is another gender course, and then he teaches the Japanese minorities course. So the first 3 of those classes he always takes to Takarazuka because they're extremely can't speak English anymore. They are very, subject is exactly what he's talking about in the class. There's a word, and I had it, and then I forgot it. But, so this semester I'm taking his minorities class because I'm extremely, extremely interested in that. And so that class doesn't go on the field trip. However, because I've already been in his classes before, and he knows who I am, and that was a little obsessed. My friends and I last semester were a little obsessed with Takarazuka. I went up to him and spoke about, if there happens to be any tickets left over, would I be able to purchase one? And so he told me he'd look out for it. And there were tickets left over. So I was able, myself and probably the person that's like my best friend here, we got tickets, and another one of our friends got tickets as well, one of the new students. And so we got crazy dressed up just because we could and went and saw Takarazuka again this past weekend. And let me tell you, it was incredible. They never cease to amaze me, and there's a possibility that we might go on our own again to see Takarazuka, just because it's something we'll never see anywhere else in the world. So this time we saw Embraced by the Seas of Callista, which is a performance unique to Takarazuka. They wrote it themselves, but it is a historical performance about Callista during the French Revolution, and this French man he returns. As a child, he was born and raised in Callista, and then as a child he was forced to leave and go to France, and so now he's returned as an adult, where he is reunited with his childhood best friend, who is one of the Callista rebels fighting for the freedom of Callista. And there's a love triangle. Him and his best friend are both in love with this young Callista woman, and there's drama and fighting, and it's amazing. Lots of singing and dancing. So I brought a poster with me so you can have a mental picture of what Embraced by the Seas of Callista was. Here it is. So this is the male lead actor, and this is the female lead actress. She's the love interest, and he's the guy from France. And this says Embraced by the Seas of Callista. And here's another dramatic pose of the male actor with gun in hand. Yeah, the costuming was this amazing. All the costumes were incredible. The performance was awesome. It was great. If you're ever planning on coming to Japan or are in Japan, I highly recommend Takarazuka. It's incredible. Yeah, it's great, and I still have my ticket. Takarazuka. Oh, yeah, I love Takarazuka. I'm a fan. So that was incredible. And while I was there, I had to get souvenirs. I just couldn't not. So I got a pen that says Takarazuka Review on it. Kind of hard to see, sorry. So now I have a pen for memories. And I also bought a little pouch. It says Takarazuka Review. And it's just really cute, and I love it, and I'm using it for knitting now. So, that is my Takarazuka adventure, which was awesome. I had so much fun, guys. So, that's been my leisure adventures of recent times. Other than that, it's been midterms and yada yada yada, but, if you've gone through college and you're past that time in your life, you probably don't want to relive midterms. So I'll move on. Alright, whips. Not much knitting has been gotten done lately. Why? Because a lot of crochet has happened. So, I avidly watch the Bakery Bears. They're one of my favorites. They're so sweet and so awesome. And Kay is knitting this beautiful, beautiful granny square scrap blanket. And a lot of other people on Instagram are also making them. And every time I see Kay's, I just get inspired and I want to do it. And, I've spoken before about how I want to grow better at crochet and learn more about crochet. So what better way to practice than to start a granny square blanket? So in the Takarazuka bag that I just showed you, I have lots and lots of granny squares. Alright guys, I think I have 10 of these. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, oh yeah, and 10. And I am addicted. This is so much fun. These are so quick and so easy, and they're just giving me a lot more confidence in crocheting. It's so exciting for me that I can now sit down and do this. And actually how I did them, I was trying to find a good way that would help me personally figure out how to do granny squares. And I had seen on Instagram, let me pull it up, I have the book. I saw on Instagram someone posted up a mini book, ebook that this woman was publishing and putting up online for free on how to do a granny square. And let me check. Ooh, that's PDFs, books. No, it is PDFs. Oh. Do. Granny Square Crochet for Beginners, US version by Shelley Husband, published by Shelley Husband at Smashwords. Can't really see that, sorry. Yeah, but it gives you glare today is really bad, step-by-step instructions on how to make a granny square, and this was incredibly helpful for me. So if you're looking for a very helpful picture instructing words book on how to crochet granny squares, I would check out Shelley Husband on Smashwords. She released this great little book, and she put it up for free. So, you know, it's excellent. Okay, so yeah, that's my pile, and up there you can see the orange bag is filled with more yarn to become granny squares. So excited. Stick these back in here. I want this to be full to the brim. I think I'm addicted right now to the idea of blankets. Because I've got that one going. I have my knitted scrap blanket, which is up in that bag right there. And I'm also thinking of, when I return home to America, starting a ripple crochet blanket. So we'll see how that happens. Yeah, I use blankets so much when I'm knitting to put on my lap, or if I'm like sitting and it's cold out and I'm sitting in a house that's cold. I use them constantly. So why not make some of my own? But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that. And so as for my scrap blanket, which again is right up there, I've only knit one square on it, so I didn't bother to pull it out. It's just a red square. But I have some more yarn ready to go for it, so that will be happening soon as well. So I don't have any FOs. I decided to rip out my sock that I was knitting. I think I'm just in the mood to knit something else right now. So in this bag I have a planned FO. I have this giant glorious ball of yarn. It is Gnome Acres Captain America on her fingering sock, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and there are 462 yarns of awesomeness. Yes. So this is going to become a cowl. I'm in such a cowl mood, and I've been wanting something to make out of this fingering weight yarn besides socks, because I didn't want to wear them on my feet. I wanted to show the glory. And because I am a doof, I forgot to look up what the pattern I am going to make is called. So if you'll bear with my derpiness for a moment, I can go to my notebook, Q. Oh, okay. So the pattern I'm planning on knit is called Co-Pilot by Dominique Trad. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like, and it uses a whole skein of finger and weight yarn. And it's got this great like open mesh pattern, which will be perfect. And I am super excited to start that. So I might actually cast that on today. I have needles, scissors, yarn all ready to go. I was considering starting it last night, but sleep came first. Oh, coffee is great. Right, Dad? My dad knows it's true. My dad was giving me a hard time that I didn't have coffee last time I podcasted. Truth about that is that I drank it right before I podcasted. Oops. Anyways, so, knit along talk. Okay, guys, you are amazing. I can't thank you guys enough for your excitement and participation in the Cherry Blossom Knit Along. It means a lot to me, honestly, that people are having fun with it. And the projects that have been finished already, like, please go check out the Cherry Blossom Finished Object thread, because there are beautiful projects in there. I cannot tell you. It's just really fun to see everybody, chatting and making these awesome things because it's just so much fun. I'm so happy. So I went out to the National Kyoto Museum recently on a school field trip. So I bought a couple things to add to the prize pot. So they're going to go in the package that I'm going to give away. And I picked up a nice fabric bag from the Kyoto National Museum. And all the writing's in English, so you'll be able to see. And this is the building. It's a beautiful museum. I absolutely loved it, so I picked up this bag. I also picked up, to go in the prize, a wooden flower bookmark. That's just says Kyoto National Museum. And this awesome postcard. Just beautiful flowers on it. And I'll probably pick up a couple more things before the knit along is over to stick in this little package. So yeah, and Saratoga Knitting, my mom, is spinning right along. You can keep up with her updates on Instagram to see how the spinning for the hand spun yarn she's going to give away for this knit along is going. It's a beautiful color, let me tell you. So again, the knit along is running until the end of April, so you have plenty of time to jump right in and join along. The only requirement is that what you knit is a shade of either pink or red for cherry blossoms. Okay, last on the list today is books. So I am reading 2 books right now. One's not a book, one's a manga, but good enough for me. And I actually casually didn't remember to bring them, but they are right around the corner, so let me go grab them. Excuse me. Oops. Okay, I'm back. So, book I'm reading. Story time. I was in the library. No, I was in the school bookstore one day with my friends. I probably shouldn't be allowed in there, because when I walk in, I go, "Ooh, I need that," and I buy books. So, what did I buy in all of my history nerdy glory? I bought this giant book called Hiroshima Nagasaki, the real story of the atomic bombings and their aftermath. And the author is Paul Hamm. And this book is huge. Now, for me, I saw this book instantly and had to get it. I want to be a Japanese history professor someday, and the thing that I would love to be able to study most specifically is the common citizens' experiences before, during, and after the droppings of the bombs at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and all of the political intricacies going in during the time period. And this book is all about that. It's just something I'm so extremely interested in understanding is the thought processes behind the political leaders, the thought processes behind the decision to drop these atomic bombs, which the world had never seen before, and how incredible the people on the ground at the time managed the situation. Because nobody knew what had happened. When the bomb was dropped, people still were trying to go to work. People were so used to fire bombings that people just thought it was a firebomb. People, if you're not at the center right away, or it's just happened, they didn't know. People still tried to get to work, and they're walking through this radiation. It was just this incredible, horrible situation that happened. But the people, the way they came through it was amazing. The stories of survivors are incredible. I watched a really great BBC documentary that's on Netflix, which is really great documentary on interviews with survivors. So for me, this is a personal, super, for me, really interesting thing to learn about. I went to Hiroshima last semester on a school trip, and we went to the Peace Museum and listened to an actual survivor give us a speech. And it's just incredible to me. The whole thing, just learning about these people's experiences is really, important to me. So my dad is also huge into history, and learning and understanding war. So the two of us are reading this together. And I think he's probably a couple of pages ahead of me right now. But this book, if you have any interest in the situation during World War II, if you want to know more about what happened at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, this book covers not only personal experiences, but it also goes into a lot of detail of the Big Three, of Churchill, Stalin, and Roosevelt, and then Truman after Roosevelt, on their experiences and what was going on in their minds during this whole thing. So it's a really great historical read. It's really fascinating, and highly recommend it to anyone who's really interested in learning more about World War II. And then the other thing I am reading, on a completely different note, can you hear that bird tweeting? Guys, I'm so happy. I love animals. Anyways, I'm also reading a manga. I've been waiting forever for volume 3 to come out. This is, I really love this manga. I love the art. It's a really cool story. The English, it actually has the English right there, The Ancient Magus Bride. Just the artwork is just absolutely incredible. Yeah, I love it. Ooh. I absolutely love it. Yeah, and, I don't understand all of it in Japanese. My Japanese isn't, fluent. But it's really great practice. Again, I've said before, sassy birds. It's really great practice for reading and understanding Japanese, and it's really exciting when you're sitting there and you're like, I know what's happening. But I saw this the other day, and I was like, yes, have to get. So, my nerdy pick of the day is The Ancient Magus Bride. And the main character also has red hair. So that's about it for today. I think I said all that I have going on. Yes? Yes. So, excuse me. Hopefully in the next week, much knitting and crocheting will be had, because next Thursday and Friday is spring break. Yes! Woohoo! And then only a couple weeks after that, I'll be going to Okinawa. And trust me, many videos and photographs will be had in Okinawa. I have wanted to go to Okinawa forever. So, in a few weeks, probably about 4 weeks from now, actually, we'll be going to Okinawa. Yay! I had to have my mom send my bathing suit because I did not think I'd need it while I was here. And then my friends were like, hey, Okinawa? And I was like, hey, yes, Okinawa. Okinawa is incredible. And it's not attached to mainland Japan. Okinawa actually never used to be a part of Japan. It was originally It is now, and it's beautiful there. It's absolutely beautiful. The seas, the nature. There's some beautiful historical sites we're going to go visit. It's just incredible. And, fun note on that, my friend and I have reservations at a capsule hotel. If you don't know what a capsule hotel is, I highly recommend you go look up Japanese capsule hotels. Because as the name implies, you literally sleep in a capsule. They're so cool. So I'll take some pictures and videos of that, I'm sure, to share with you guys, because I'm thrilled. I like doing the silly things while I'm here. It keeps life interesting. So, on that note, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope the weather is improving wherever you are in the world. And enjoy. Bye.